Hello, everybody. Howdy, y'all. This is Wes. Welcome back to another stream. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. Here we are. Happy 10th anniversary, everybody. This is so great to see. Look at how busy and full and wonderful it is here. You know, I was debating whether or not to do Armored Core today. I really wanted to maybe hop over on Twitch and do some last night, and then sure enough, I completely forgot that the Rising started today. And then sure enough, it hit up on Twitter, and yeah, all the announcements were going out. I watched that whole fireworks show that people were recording up on YouTube, and sure enough, I said, you know what, we have to do this today. I mean, this is my favorite game. It's the 10th anniversary. This has given me so much over the years. So we're going to come in and celebrate with all of the fellow warriors of light out there. I hope everyone is having a good time, and welcome to Eorzea. You know, it's been a long journey. And I don't really know where we're going to start today. I don't know if I want to hop right into the Rising event or if I want to start doing some Moogle tomes. I really don't know. There's just so much that I want to get done today. So it'll probably be a little bit longer stream. We're going to have a good time and have some fun. But yeah, it's really hard to describe just how important this game has been to me over the years and how much I've fallen in love with the community and just really just feel at home here. So yeah, I don't know. It's you know, it's kind of weird to think about it. You know, it's like a video game. You know, it's a product. It's materialism, right? But at the same time, because it is all connected, right? Like you have the community, you have friends that you've made, discords that you've joined, parties that you remember, and you know, you can't really ignore those kind of aspects of it either. Like I still remember, you know, watching the No Clip documentary and how Yoshi P was talking about, you know, after the earthquake over there, about how this was really a game that let people know that their friends were okay. And like it's hard to separate that from everything else about it. I mean, you know, it's product, yes, but it's also, I don't know, it's just been an important part of my journey to where we are today. You know, this channel probably would not be what it is without this game. You know, for me, this has got me through a lot of hard times. And I started playing at the tail end of Heavensward, I think, and I've played kind of off and on over the years, you know, bouncing back and forth between this and World of Warcraft. And then, you know, the end of Stormblood hit. It was basically just no holds barred, just Final Fantasy all the time. Right? And it kind of gave me a new lease on gaming and the kind of things that I enjoy about games and what I enjoy about communities and the people that I want to hang out with. And sure enough, I mean, channel-wise, I mean, this, like I said, this channel would not be here if it wasn't for Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm so grateful for, you know, this giving me the opportunity to not only just get me through some rough times and just have a good time to enjoy, but also, you know, give me an idea of what kind of things I want to do for a career and what kind of media I want to create and that kind of thing. So it's not just a game for me, it's also partly a job it's partly therapy. I mean, it's a little bit of everything, right? So yeah, it's been a fantastic 10 years. And, you know, I haven't played this as much lately. Content-wise, we have been kind of in a lull. And, I mean, that's to be expected. It is an MMO after all. But, yeah, you know, this has given me such an appreciation for not just FF14 and other people, but, you know, other Final Fantasy games. You know, we're still making our way slowly, very, very, very slowly through all of the mainline Final Fantasy titles. But yeah, you know, it's just it's a great game to kind of sit back and appreciate the history of the art form and the work that these developers and the Final Fantasy team has put in over the years through so many different games. And yeah, I'll just say this is not. There are not many games that I would drop $400 on to buy a watch, right? Like, that's kind of what it says. And if I had the money, I'd be dropping even more for a guitar. Like, not every game can say that. Even World of Warcraft, for as much as I played that over the years and as much money as I pumped into it, I probably would never have bought a $400 Alliance watch, right? But here I did. And you know what? It's my everyday watch. It is beautiful as all hell. It is a gorgeous citizen, and I'm sure the guitar, being a custom Fender, is probably about the same. So, you know, thanks a ton to everyone that's been involved in this community over the years. Thanks a ton to the devs, Yoshi, Koji, Ishikawa. I mean, everyone, all the way down to the quest makers, to, you know, the one guy making the ultimates every round, the guy that has to do all of the weapons, you know, the girls making the hats, everyone involved with this. It's been such an enjoyable experience over 10 years. So, thank you. You know, that's, I can't really say it enough, but that's really all that needs to be said is thank you. So, with that being said, as I'm starting to get a little emotional, you know, we've got a lot more to look forward to. And it all begins here. All begins today, at this very moment, in Ul'dah, with roulettes. Because, of course, it does. Because we got Moggle Tomes. We got Moggle Tomes, and there's so much good stuff that comes with the Moggle Tomes. And it gets, oh, look at this, it gets such a nice emblem for the 10th anniversary. Look at this. Look at him. Look at that little logo. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, we're going to do some roulettes first. I want to start getting in early, because this is probably the first Moggle Tome event where I've wanted more than one item. Usually I just, like, want one item, and it's, like, maybe 50 tomes, if that. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, this is the stuff. This is the stuff. It's still one of my favorite raids. Here we go. Alright, we'll see how this goes. It's already... We got him pretty quick. I think it'll be easy. But yeah, still one of my favorites. But yeah, this is the first Moggle Tome event that I can think of in recent times where I'm like, man, there's a lot of stuff I want. Like, it's usually like, okay, I'll save up my 50. I don't really get the 100 tome items. Like, I don't really care about a choker or an earring. Like, I'm an Ora. It's just gonna hang off my horn and look kind of awkward. So, yeah. But this one, I mean, it's got so many good mounts. It's got some, I think it's got some emotes that maybe I don't have yet. So yeah, it's just a lot. We're gonna be grinding these roulettes and some of these raids for a solid minute. I have already forgotten what day the the 6.5 patch comes out. I think it's like October 17th or something, isn't it? We've got some time. But yeah, I mean, it's just so many tomes. But I did see that they have increased the amount of tomes, like way beyond what you normally get. Like usually 10 or 12 is maybe the cap, but like this time they're like throwing 14 out at you. You know, it's they know people are going to be grinding this, so. All right. Yeah, people already complained about Lighthouse. Or, yeah, Lighthouse, and then Dunescape is the worst of them all. I love Dunescape. I love the sheer unmitigated chaos that is a bunch of people that haven't run Dunescape in almost 6 years trying to do Dunescape. Give me the absolute insanity. I love it. I still wipe on it a fair amount. It's been a while since I've run it. Like, I feel like I know most of the little tricks. Okay, right handgun. You know, standing in the, standing in the puddles to get your debuff and that kind of thing. It's really that first boss. The first boss is the one that I still kind of have the most issues with in Dunescape. It's just, I always forget about the ice sliding stuff going around, right? There we go. Oh. Yeah, we'll be fine here. So yeah, I have not really looked at the list a whole lot to see what the max ones are. Like, I think Puppet's Bunker is one of them. I know Euphrazine is up there. So we've got a few options in terms of, like, what we can run. And honestly, I could probably stand to run Euphrazine a few times just to get some coins. Save those up for the next patch. I know I'm going to want them. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Most of the time, I just hop in and take a look and, yeah. And just go with whatever I'm used to. You pretty much can't go wrong with just doing Alliance Roulette or MSQ Roulette. You're pretty much guaranteed to get something that's going to give you a lot of tomes, or at least very efficient tomes with Mogul tomes that way. Rip those guys. Here we go. So yeah, that's usually what I do. Just come in, palm slam roulette, and go for it. I wouldn't be opposed to doing Euphrazine. It does take a little bit more time. You gotta kind of keep that in mind, too. You know, being a current raid and all that. Alright, is he gonna do right? Okay, I guess not. I mean, Mustadio here's not exactly going down easy. I think that's kind of the issue that a lot of people have with some of these. It's not that they're hard, like, we know the mechanics for all of this stuff. But, you know, when you get to the near raids and this raid, with how things are high level synced, the bosses just kind of feel like HP sponges. So, like, they take a little bit longer than they really need to. Here you go. I mean, you don't want to hop in here and just get like, free loot. But it does feel odd that it feels like Mustadio is taking longer to kill than one of the current raids, right? And I think that's kind of where people get a little frustrated with the Mogul Tome events, is that it's not that we dislike running some of this stuff, it's more that it's just taking too long, right? There's no reason for it to take as long as it is. Excited to see if people still remember TG Sid. I think that's probably some of the most fun that I've ever had in this game was the first week of TG Sid. And just chain running this over and over again, trying to get my robes, my fashion, right? And yeah, just basically carrying people through and watching the absolute madness There was a bunch of brand new players trying to do Sid for the first time. I had so much fun that first week. It's probably up there with first week of Endwalker. There we go. First week of Endwalker, I don't know if you guys remember me doing it or not. I don't know if I did a whole lot of it on stream. Okay, he's over there. But I would chain run the final day. Just chain run it constantly. I didn't even need anything from it. But I would RP it with people, right? That was a lot of fun going through for the first time and getting people super hype at the cutscene, and the music kicks in and everything. That was a lot of fun. And in other circumstances, in other games, that's probably pretty cringe, right? It's not something I do a lot. But for that fight, for that week, for that expansion, like, it just fit. It was so much fun. And I feel like most players that I ran into, like, fed into it. Like, it seemed like they really enjoyed it. So that was a lot of fun, too. Here we go. Alright, not bad. But yeah, in terms of just overall feel, I think those were some of my favorite times. But I mean, I've had so much fun with this game over the years. It's hard to really look at it and be like, what was your favorite time? What was your favorite experience in this game? Because I've had so many. Running this for the first time and then repeating this run, that first week is definitely up there. Beating Endwalker and chain running the final trial was up there. But it's also just like the small things, nice that I would hang out with people online here in the RP server, right? Like, making some friends that way. And, I don't keep track of a whole lot of people on this character. It's an MMO. People try different things, and they move servers, or maybe they try different games. So I don't really keep track of a whole lot of people on this character. But, some of my other characters, I was pretty into the RP community for a while. Ask me anything about working in video game brothels, by all means. And yeah, I've had a lot of good experiences, and it's nice to, hop onto some of my other characters and run into people that I know, and being able to say hi and that kind of stuff. And I still run into characters every now and then on Kyra here, where it's like, oh hey, how you guys doing? It's interesting because, as big as this game is, and with data center travel and all of that stuff now being a thing, you still run into a lot of familiar names. Sometimes that can be a curse as much of a blessing on an RP server, but I like the familiarity out of it. It feels like server communities and whatnot are still very much a thing in this game. Here we go. And, especially as a content creator, you kind of know a few people. You get to see some names that you recognize and like seeing over and over again. I really liked, for the brief time that I got to play with her, playing with Kiri, Ari over on Twitch. We didn't run that many, raids together, but she was always really nice and, was always willing to say hi when she was starting out, which was cool. No. So I hope that, I've been watching her progress on Twitter and whatnot, and yeah, I'm glad that everything's going really well for her and things are looking good, and she's really kind of taken off in the community. Obviously, you've got Llama Todd over there, who is started out as another Crystal Raider, helping people go through these very high-end fights and teaching them how to progress, just because, it was the pandemic and we didn't have a whole lot of things we could do, and he was trying to do what he could to get through it, and putting that positivity out there, and it's paid off. So You know, I'm very, very happy to see how this community has grown, and that is getting its due. It took 10 years, but this is no longer like the underdog MMO. It's no longer that other MMO that's out there, right? It's Final Fantasy, man. Like, how can you ignore something that's got that name in its title? Right? I missed that. Yeah. That's what I get for streaming. It's fine, it's fine. We'll be okay. Oh, that's right, here we go. Gotta go over here to that one. And yeah, you know, it's, I will probably end up screwing this up somehow. There we go. There we go. Hey, I actually did it. Just barely in time. But yeah, and, you know, as far as this channel's concerned, we'll keep doing our own thing and, you know, doing all kinds of different content from a bunch of different games, but this will always be our home base, as it were. Go. Oh yeah, I can actually do this stuff during the transition. Nice. But, you know, thank you very much to everyone that's watched any of my guides or watched just any of my normal hangout streams in the game. Watching me craft for 2 hours, right? You know, I'll keep trying to do my best to come up with content like that. You know, being an MMO, you're kind of limited on how many different guides you can do unless you're just doing raid guides constantly, I guess. But, you know, we'll always have new expansions to look forward to and new things to explore. So yeah, we'll come up with some more fun stuff to do in the future. Yeah, as long as you guys are still playing the game, as long as I'm still playing the game, I'll keep doing my best to make interesting content for you all. So, yeah, thanks a ton for checking me out. Even, you know, even if you haven't stayed for very long or, you know, just kind of passing through, I always appreciate it. It's good to know that other people enjoy the same games that you do. All right, here we go. Yeah, normally we should have her almost down by now. Like, normally that's how it would be. All right, there we go. Forgot which ones were which. Now there's a way you can position it. There we go. Nice. Yeah, it definitely is taking a little bit longer than normal. Usually, back in my day, we used to have her down usually around the time this second one popped up. So yeah, we're a little bit slower than normal. I didn't get a good look at what her health looked like before we hopped in. Where are you at? Okay. Alright. A little bit slower than average, but still not too bad. Not too terrible. Now we get the, now we get the true test. The true test of our mettle. Alright, well... I think we're going slow enough that I might be able to use some of my cooldowns on this guy. You know, some of these mini-bosses, it's always awkward if I want to use my combo or just save up the mana. It's one of those small things about alliance raids that red mages kind of have to think about. Like, do you really want to burn this, or do you just want to save it for opening on the next boss? But these guys take a little bit of time. I think we'll be okay. I don't know if I'll have enough time to get an Embolden in. I'd like that to be up to kind of start. So I'll probably save that, but I think I can get a melee combo in. There we go. We'll see. Well, 2 minutes isn't too bad. We'll go ahead and use it. There you go. We get them all? Yeah, we're good. All right. But I am really excited to do this Rising event. It'll probably be pretty emotional. Yeah, getting the letters from the devs, and I've heard it's a really good one. So, you know, I've said it before. I think I said it last year during the Rising event, but it truly is one of my favorite events of the year, just in general. Because, like, it's not necessarily a big thing, it's just the anniversary, right? But every year, you know, it's always kind of sweet. It's always handmade for the fans. Is really what it comes down to. Like, it's not a big holiday like Halloween or Christmas or anything like that. It usually doesn't have a ton of just absolutely incredible rewards or anything. It does this year. This year's got some banger rewards, but it typically does not. It's just it's always just a very sweet quest to say hello to the players and thank us for sticking with them after all these years. But with this being the 10th anniversary, I might shed a tear or two. We'll see. but I have heard it is very good. We'll do it after this. I don't think I'm going to do MSQ Roulette like that soon. I just want to get started on these tomes. God, it's gonna be a lot of tomes. I'm gonna be doing this so many times off stream. Yeah. Oh, we got one AFK. All right, they're voting dismiss. So, all right. But yeah, you know, if you haven't played this in a while and you're coming back, welcome back. I hope everyone's having as much fun with the 10th anniversary as I know I'm going to. It certainly seems busy. Definitely busier than I've seen it in a while. I mean, RP servers are always busy, especially on Ballmug and Ulda, but today definitely seems far above and beyond the normal. So it seems like people are happy to be back, especially, you know, after FanFest and all that this year. So, I have to go out and see if we can find any friends out there. But you know, we've also got a lot to look forward to. I mean, I am super excited about Dawn Trail. You know, I haven't really given it too much thought since I've been just kind of busy with other games and stuff. But, you know, now that we're in it, now that we're here, I really can't wait to see what they bring. You know, I'm excited for 6.5, but I've said it a few times, but I am kind of ready for the FF4 references to kind of be done and move on to something new. I'm curious how that's all going to go and what's going to lead us to Dawn Trail. I hope Zero gets to stay around. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. But it seems like, you know, with the direction that they're leading into Dawn Trail, I think that the normal kind of bittersweet ending for the 0.5 patch is probably not going to be as much of a thing this time. Like, usually the 0.5 patch is kind of where things are like, oh man, things just went south really quick. I'll head over here. Need more over here. This is bad. Okay. It's fine. But, that's you, buddy. But yeah, you know, normally it's kind of like, okay, everything's going to hell. The villains have become unchained. We got to go into the next expansion. But with Dawn Trail, everything just seems so positive and so happy, and just like some fun exploration out and about that I really don't know where it's going to end up going. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I am very, very excited about it. And I am ready to be done with Golbez. God, I'm ready to be done with Golbez. Like, I don't hate 4. But it's, again, it's one of those things where it's like, it would just be easier just to play 4. I don't need the references for an entire expansion, right? There we go. Alright. Well, so far I've been lucky enough to not really be hit with a ton of the mechanics. Yeah, good enough. Nice, nice. Yeah, I forgot the ping things. I remember, like, the first week, just getting to this point. Just getting to this point was hard enough. And then you'd have a ton of groups that waffled at the end. It was so bad. It was so bad. You'd get 8 minutes into a fight and wipe. Just because your DPS was down. You couldn't finish him off in time to get through the ice. Still a classic fight. I love this fight a lot. There you go, and in. All right, and then we were gonna have the dual pop-ups here in a bit. Stay on up. Okay, there we go. Good job, good job. Can't remember if the dual nukes come up before or after the ice. I think it's after, but I don't remember for sure. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll be fine here. I'll eat the 1. It's okay. Oh yeah, I'm still having that issue with the res lag. Here we go. Like, you saw that, right? It just, like, freezes whenever I use my berets. Oh, that's right. Here we go. Here we go. I can never remember if the tank one goes first. But we got it done. Always felt great being like the one person in my party that knew how to do that. Just being like, yeah, let me get this. I'll show you how to do this. Like, I don't really remember a ton of alliance raids that really did the dance in the same way that this one did. You know, now it's a bigger thing. You know, you get a lot of alliance raids that kind of do the dance out and about. But this was the first one that I can really remember being like, okay, you gotta move in a certain sync, right? I'm gonna save my modification here. We've almost got him down. I'll save it for Ultima. There we go. Yeah, I can just take him down. Okay. Man, we really burned through him pretty fast. Kind of, surprisingly so. Alright. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. Pretty happy with it. This is one of those weird ones, and I think the Euphrazine is kind of like this too. Where it's like people know the last two fights better than the first two, because so many people would come in to an alliance raid in progress and they were stuck on TG Sid. So you got a lot of practice with him over that first couple of weeks. And then you barely ever saw the first two. It was always parties in progress whenever you joined. And we have some people here that are apparently still doing this for the first time, which is kind of cool. So welcome, Sprouts. Yeah, they're still they're trying to figure out the name on the attack. TG Thunderstrike is the name of like 3 different attacks. So like the Alliance is trying to explain to the Sprout like you got to watch the body language. That was always a really fun thing to figure out that first couple times. But yeah, that's the cool thing, is that we still get new players. And, you know, after 10 years, you'd think that everyone that would be interested in playing an MMO like this would have played it already, but no, we're still getting, after 10 years, new Sprouts every day. I think that's very cool. Alright, we're gonna have the, Alright, I've scuffed that up. That's okay, I've got enough to, just bounce right back into it in a bit. Here we go. That is the nice thing about not having your full roster of combo at the end here. You've got more mana in case you mess up. Okay, so we got this corner. Alright. Yeah, for our Sprouts, this is going to be a lot of fun in the second half. See if they can figure out the arrows on the ground. That's my favorite part. I got a lot of nice screenshots, because you can G-pose in the middle of that. Believe it or not, I don't know if they fixed it, but I used to G-pose all the time during the transition phase, and then when the angels are coming down to strike the arrowed people, get some good shots that way. Alright, but yeah, we're just absolutely destroying her. Here we go. Okay, so this is the slow one. Go. Alright, we got a couple down. Oh no, they're back up already. Alright, almost there. I can't remember what the transition is. I think it's 48. Something like that. Maybe 41. Oh, all aiming right at me. Okay. Fine, be that way. Okay, anyone else down? Doesn't look like it. I think we're all good. Alright, and stack up together here. Nice. Good job, everybody. Then usually... get out of here. There. Used to be if you stand up pretty close here, you can, okay. If you stand up pretty close, you're kind of in a safe spot from the twisters, but it's been a long time since I've gotten the actual fire. The firebomb. I think this is the one. We'll see. I think this is the one that's right in the center. I always try finding the exact center of the dome. Ah, close enough, close enough. Pretty good. Alright, so it's like right in between. Okay. It's always farther up than you think. Ah. Do our healers know? I think we've only got like 1 or 2 sprouts from what I see. Yeah. We should be okay. 2 white mages, yeah, just pop that regen on, we'll be fine. I don't even think we need to limit break these days. It's it goes down pretty quick. But yeah, it used to be you had to limit break. I mean, you could do it without it. But like everyone had to be on point. Like everyone had to know that it was even a thing, which most people didn't. They didn't see the thing pop up. So yeah, a lot of deaths during the transition. All right, let's see how fast this goes. It should be pretty quick. There we go. Which way is the wind blowing? Yeah, you can just stand here. It'll be fine. Yeah, I love Orban. I really do. This is, you know, now that the near raids are out, I don't know if it's like my favorite. Euphrazine is up there. I really, really love Euphrazine. The music is just so good. Here we go. Man, they're really gonna make us go all the way back? Oh, that's annoying. Here we go. Alright, try and get them back up. Give me a moment, buddies. Couple here that can do it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we only had like 3 arrows, maybe because she's over here at the edge. Easy enough. I'll move all the way over here. Nice. Alright, I'm going to save it because we're going to transition here in a second. I'll be like halfway through this when we go black. Yeah, here we go. I knew it. I knew it. I'm gonna go left. Wait a second. All right. Do I need to res anyone? Okay. Now we're good. We're good. Now I can go ahead. Okay, what about the meteors? There they are. It's weird how fast this is going compared to the first two. Checks out. Checks out. Okay, no wind on this one. Quick and easy. How many did we get? 14. 14 Boggle Tomes. Alright, nice. Not bad at all. I'm your healers. How do I not have Under the Stars already? Or Ultima's Perfection? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, that's real weird. After all of the times that I've run this. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm not feeling super confident about those two rolls, but it's fine. Raid's not going anywhere. I imagine we'll be doing this more than a few times over the next month. Take the girl for him? Yeah. That's cool. GG, everybody. Hey, 3 comms. Wow. Okay. They actually acknowledge that red mages exist. Cool. I'll take that. I don't know why I'm keeping those clusters. I don't really need them for anything at this point. Alright, well, let's go ahead. I think this is the starting quest. Yes, here we go. Our, journalist friend is missing her sister. Okay. Oh, it's been a pleasure, my friend. How fortuitous that you should appear now, just when I'm in need of help again. Pray, hear me out. You see, my brother recently wrote saying that he wished to meet me in Ul'dah during the Rising celebration. However, the appointed hour has come and gone, but I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. I've checked all the likely places in the city to no avail, and I'm beginning to worry. If it isn't too much trouble, may I ask you to help me find him? Of course. I'm in your debt. Now, my brother is a youth of 16 by the name of Nagi. He recently became an adventurer, something he had aspired to since he was little. Being an adventurer yourself, perhaps you know of him, if not cross paths? Yeah, we did meet at the previous Rising, because we helped each other out. Not only did you meet him, you helped him on his way, you say. What an amazing coincidence. That being said, it doesn't necessarily mean you would know where he is now. He isn't in the city, though. Chances are he went outside on some business. To begin with, I propose we split up and make inquiries in case someone has seen him. You focus on this area. I shall speak with those in the quicksand. Oh no. Don't go in there. Afterwards, let us reconvene by the entrance to the tavern. Alright. So who would know of his whereabouts? It's gonna be hard to find my, my markers with all the people around. Such is life. Ah, there we go. There's one. And he's doing some work for the Wandering... Oh! Oh, so he's crossed paths with our esteemed minstrel. Again, huh? Right, I don't know his whereabouts at present. Okay. The minstrel's always up here. Somewhere. Something you need? Couldn't say where he is now, but last I saw him, he mentioned taking on some delivery work. Ah, there's bandits on the road, too. Should we speak to our minstrel friend? Ran? Isn't the adventurer gave his gods a story for the ages for bringing that letter in a bottle way back when? What can Brand do for you this fine day? And on my upcoming piece for the Rising, huh? Just earlier, I was interviewing an ever enigmatic wandering minstrel. He's got another unusual venture in that often. Letter Forest, he calls it. The Letter Forest? Oh. Is this our letters from the devs this year? In a, tree-based form? Old Gold Court over on the steps of Thal. Okay. Alright, well, up we go then. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, there we go, there we go. We'll go to the, goldsmiths. Gladiators is a little bit faster. Oh, that's right. I need to buy my 10th anniversary adventure plate too. That one was only like 10 tomes. I can go ahead and get that after one run. It's a surprise this is. I trust you've been keeping well. Now then, how might this minstrel be of service? Nagi's sister wishes to find him. Indeed, I have trusted him with the task and have an inkling as to where he might be. As you may have heard, on the occasion of this rising celebration, I am hosting an exhibit called the Letter Forest. All are invited to anonymously submit letters to this forest and express their gratitude and encouragement for another, and all may peruse the letters at their leisure. In order to collect missives from outside Ul'dah, I dispatched a chocobo carriage. Nagi is escorting said carriage. When he contacted me on Link Pearl a while ago, he said that they had emerged from the Twelveswood on their way back to Ul'dah. Given the hour, they should have arrived already. I know not what is causing the delay, but might you look for them? I would go myself, but I am needed here at the moment. Truly grateful. In case it helps, the carriage was meant to pass through Black Brush Station, so perhaps you could take your search to that area. Alright. Well, oh, we gotta head to the quicksand first? Okay. How dare they bait and switch me like that? I was all ready to go. Alright, hold on to your frame rate. Let's, see what debauchery awaits us in here. It's always a fun time in the Balmung Quicksand. This is my usual hangout, you guys know that. Here you are. Were you able to learn aught of Nagi? Escorting a carriage for the minstrel, so that is the way of it. As suggested, I suggest, let us take ourselves to Black Brush Station to try searching in the vicinity. Okay. That we can do. Meow. All right. For no sooner did I arrive that this man came running out of breath. You're an adventurer, thank the 12. The bandits from the Quiver Months. They've fallen on a chocobo carriage over by the clutch. The carriage only had one guard and he was sorely outnumbered. Please, you must help him. Has to be Nagi with me, Kyra. I can take a few, whatever these things are. Kobolds, maybe? Oh no, just bandits. Just some small folk. I'm gonna yeet them across the, across the road. Damn it, there's no end to them. We have you now, you stubborn little shite. Look at them in their plain, undyed clothing. What peasants. I've leave my brother alone, or 12 as my witness, you'll receive such a thrashing as you've never known. This fearsome adventurer here, that is. You know. It's fine. It's all I'm really good for when you think about it. Aha, they know who I am. Good, that saves me a lot of trouble. Easy enough. Are you alright, Nagi? Sister and Kyra, too. You should be the one to come to my aid, thank you. Well, I assume he's been better, seeing as how we found him. Hey, you remembered, I've been well, more than well. Sorry I couldn't come when I said I would, sister. Rest assured I'm not too badly hurt. That's a relief. I'll take a proper look at your wounds back in the city. I was quite surprised to learn that you had met Kyra. She helped me when I first arrived in Ul'dah. From registering as an adventurer to completing my first task, she kindly showed me the ropes. I had suspected that you were a great adventurer, but to send your foes running without even drawing your weapon, that's just incredible. Still have a long way to go, embarrassing myself like I did. I want Sister's approval. I need to grow stronger and be able to fight on my own. My approval? But first things first, Brent and I have a delivery to make for the Rising. Ah, Brent. It's nice to see he's still drawing that carriage across the desert, back and forth. No end in sight. Such a life. You'll excuse us, we have to hurry back to Ul'dah. Let's head back as well. I had a mind to pay the minstrel visit in any case. Let us away. I want to read the letters. Oh? Oh, hey, yay! I love that they just port you back now. It's so much easier. It's so much nicer. Welcome back, my friends. Pleased am I to see the Nagi is safe and well. Rising attendants inform me that they now have all the letters. With this, we may proceed with the letter forest as planned. Thank you, Nagi. I'm sorry I'm late, you see. Ah. Well, if anyone can make a tale of it, the Wandering Minstrel will. Were it not for Kyra, there's no telling what might have become of the letters in Brent. In the end, I was utterly useless. Just a moment here. I'm going to turn it off of subscriber-only mode. For once. We'll see how many bots I get. That'll determine a lot going forward. So that is how it happened. Nagi's client, allow me to thank you as well for coming to his aid. That being said, my boy, you were far from useless. Nay, you bravely defended the carriage until the help arrived. There's no need to belittle yourself so. No, Kyra didn't need to rely on anyone. No, she drove off the bandits with nary more than a stern look. I couldn't hold a candle to her. Like her, I want to be able to deal with any problem without help. Otherwise, I can't claim to be an adventurer worth a salt. Well, you just gotta meet a giant crystal lady, and then, all your problems will be solved. You gotta kill that crystal lady. Not help. Tell me, Nagi, all this time have you been working alone, even for dangerous tasks? Yeah, you need friends. Not that I have friends, but I have NPCs that'll come along. That's as good as friends in my life. Some would say it's as good as you're gonna get. That's right, a worthy adventurer doesn't rely on others. If I'm to be the kind of adventurer you approve of, I must be able to handle anything by myself. That's not how this works at all. That is what you believe, then I can't consent to you being an adventurer any longer. Return to our village and start over. What? But you were so happy for me when I became an adventurer. I'm working so hard to succeed, to prove to you that I have what it takes, but now... You've developed a grave misconception. Until you recognize what it is, I can't in good conscience approve of your calling. You can't accept this. If you wish to remain adventurer, then you must win me over. Begins with pondering why you first embarked upon this path. Money. That's why I became why a journey along the VTuber path, alright? Alright, sister, I'll think on this. I mean, I'm right here, you could just ask. You know, I've got my Scion buddies here. Sorry you had to see that, Kyra. Despite how it may have appeared, no one wants my brother to succeed more than I do. Succeed and be happy. After all, I know better than any how hard he works. Unless he changes his ways, however, he is like to die somewhere out there. Even if he manages to stay alive, he would only know the arduous life. That's why I wouldn't go out of my way to be gentle when dressing his wounds. He could just focus on what actually matters. Instead, he obsesses about gaining my approval and compares himself to others. Ah, but that's not the end now, is it? See, we got some whistles we gotta get. And I could have sworn there were some items we could buy, too. If truth be told, no matter what Nagi wants to do, it is my intent to support him. It's his life, after all, and no one else's. It isn't my place to interfere. Be that as it may, if he is sabotaging his own aspirations with this obsession for my approval, I can't simply stand idly by and watch. Although I am to impose, until my brother has found his answer, might I trouble you to keep an eye on him? Please take it as a request from me as well. Ever has adventuring been dangerous, and it is more dangerous still for one who spurns help. Like Kippa, I do not wish for Nagi to continue on his current path. As a fellow adventurer, please help him find a better way. Thank you. Now then, on a related matter, I may pay a visit to the Weavers Guild, but I will see you again anon, if you'll excuse me. Oh, what are you doing over there at the Weavers Guild, Nagi set off this way, so you may find him at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Leave him in your capable hands, my friend. I don't know about capable. They're very strong hands, good for punching. I don't know about babysitting. Alright. We just gotta find the crowd of people that's slightly larger than the other crowds of people. It's hopping back here in the back alley tonight. Sunday is good for business. Here we go. Oh, it's you, Kyra. What is it? Is that so? I'm sorry. This is really something I should be doing alone. Still, it's nice to have someone to talk to. Like my sister bade me, I'm pondering why I chose to become an adventurer in the first place. Kip has looked after me since I was no more than 10 after our parents passed away. She was already a reporter by then, and her work took her to various places. From her, I heard tales about adventurers and came to admire them. On learning of the full extent of the impending calamity, she took us to a village in the mountains where our aunt lived. As for times like these, the people need stories of hope, she used to say. I believe she wanted to remain in Gridania and continue her work, but she left in order to keep me safe. I was a burden to her then. I don't want to be a burden to her now. For that, I need to show her that don't need to depend on others. That I'm a capable adventurer who can handle anything by myself. Ponder as I might, I can't understand what's wrong with that. Well, when in doubt, I suppose I should do what other adventurers do and gather information. It would be good, I think, to speak with people like my sister, people who aren't adventurers but are familiar with them. Who in Ul'dah would fit that description? Well, of course, you've got to go to Modi, right? Of course. Who else but Miss Momodi? In her capacity as guild representative, she's bound to have some valuable insights. I'll seek her out at once. And back to the quicksand we go. And there goes all of his adventurer funds. Taken by some wayward cat girls along the along the northern wall. Alright, will it load? There's the question. Okay, we made it. Still remember when I first came here to sign up. I was a nervous wreck then, but now this place seems like a second home. And I come home all the time for crumpets. They make them so springy and serve them drowning in butter and honey. Sorry, now isn't the time for that. Let's have a chat with Miss Momodi. Yeah, smack some sense into his head, Momodi. If it isn't Kyra and Nagi, what do I owe the pleasure of both your companies today? I was hoping to get your advice on a certain matter. Explaining. Nodding, fist in palm. Misconception you've developed about being an adventurer. That's an interesting one, I have to admit. Surprised I might be able to figure it out. I keep going around in circles. Thought you might be able to offer some insights. It's just a gut feeling, but I reckon I understand what your sister's trying to say. Tell me, Nagi, suppose you fail to get your sister's approval. Would you simply give up being an adventurer? Would it all become meaningless? No, not that. From this here counter, I've seen off many an adventurer, each and every one unique, with dreams and destinations all their own. But in spite of their differences, they all share something in common, a reason for first embarking upon this journey. Kyra, would you mind telling us why you chose the adventure in life? Well, I had a dream once. I gotta go with the old treasure hunter one. What would Kyra be if not a relic hunter, seeing the world, exploring unknowns? Very like you. Keep that reason close to your heart now, you hear? And you, Nagi, what inspired you to become an adventurer? It's simple, really. I heard about adventures from my sister and became infatuated with the lives they led. Like them, I wanted to be able to see the world while helping those in need. And isn't that enough? Your sister's approval or no, you have a reason all your own. The 12 I see now. At some point, my desire to prove myself to Kippa has displaced my own motive for becoming an adventurer. That's the misconception Kippa wanted me to recognize. What a fool I've been. Wanting someone's approval isn't wrong in and of itself, mind, but it's got nothing to do with why you're an adventurer. It shouldn't force you to do things you wouldn't otherwise do, like trying to handle everything alone. Well, that's enough for me today. I've said my piece. What you do now is up to you, Nagi. Thank you for helping me realize, Miss Momodi. Think nothing of it. It's my job to watch over you all. Nothing makes me happier than to see you happy, doing what you do. And racking up the bar tab, no doubt. Oh. I haven't seen one of those in a while. There we go. Report RMT activity. There we go. For what good it will do. Thank you, Kyra, for accompanying me. I think I know what to say to Kippa now. Loath though I am to trouble you again, there's something else I'd like to help with. You see, of the letters we collected in Limsa Laminsa, one was from an explorer who was seeking an escort from an expedition. And now that letter should be on display at the Gold Court. I want to show it to my sister, and I'd be grateful if you could help me. Let's rejoin the minstrel. Alright. And back up we go. Run through the Viera. There we go. Ooh, we made it. Made it without spending more gold. Doesn't seem like much, but I'm a little low on funds, and 250k per hour is a little bit out of my budget right now. Another time, another time. Maybe that just means I need to go back to work. Welcome back. There, I hope you were able to find the answer. Yes, I'm happy to say. Miss Momodi helped me come to a realization. When I go to speak with my sister... Explaining. So desne. I see. By all means, feel free to borrow the letter. Does it have any distinguishing characteristics? As I recall, there was a large drawing of a blue chocobo on it. Very well. Let us search together, the more swiftly to find it. Okay. Alright, blue chocobo. Blue chocobo. Blue chocobo. Ah. Aha. It doesn't have a blue chocobo on it. How dare you? How dare you not include the blue chocobo? Adventurer, how fares your journey? Mine continues, and I wake up to the sound of birdsong and lie down to sleep beneath the moonlight as I seek unblazed trails. Long ago, when an adventurer aided me, I was made to realize how alike we are. Deep down, we are simply travelers who thrill to make new discoveries. Thus do I write this letter now in hopes of recruiting such like-minded souls to join me on an expedition. If you would all share in my desire to make the uncharted charted, then I invite you to seek me out at the Drowning Winch in Limsa Lominsa. Eagerly do I await your coming. This must be it, but who is the mysterious adventurer waiting for us in Limsa? No luck over here. How about you? Ah. Take part in an exploratory expedition. Blue Chocobo, yes, this is the one. All that's left then is to go talk to Kippa. Do you know where she is? She went to the Weavers Guild, saying she had business there. Perhaps she's buying clothes. At any rate, I'll look for her there. Thank you. Is she going to be the adventurer? This too, might I trouble you to accompany Nagi. Afterwards, I ask that you tell me how the events unfold. I shall await you at the Ruby Road Exchange. Got Chocobo carriage drawing. I want to read them. You're not so new, adventurer. As a traveling merchant, I've had my fair share of happy encounters, but sharing a carriage with you stands above them all. For you see, I went on to sell veritable crate loads of the ring I gave you, and turned enough of a profit to buy my own carriage. You shared with me your adventurer's luck, and I count my blessings every day. No matter where I go, I often hear tell of your exploits, and it makes me inordinately proud to have met you. We meet again, my friend. I pray for your continued safety and success. Yay! Old friends and new. Someone charged with the city's peace, I cannot overstate how much of a boon adventurers are to our efforts. Some folk had expressed concern that an increase in drifters would see a corresponding rise in crimes, but on the contrary, they are steadily declining. Soldiers like ourselves are somewhat limited in the scope of our duties, and we are not always available to lend our citizens what assistance they need. Thus would I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to adventurers who stepped up to fill the void. Yay! That's me. Sometimes. Esteemed adventurer, should you chance to read this letter, I pray it finds you well. Much time has passed since you helped us rebuild in the wake of a terrible disaster, but we still remember you most fondly. Our lives continue to be hard, and every day brings new challenges. Nonetheless, we've regained a semblance of what we once had, and smiles are beginning to return to our faces. Tomorrow will be brighter than today. This we dare to believe now thanks to you. And should you yourself face hardship, I pray that you believe the same. Aw. Can't remember who had the quill, though. I feel like saving a town from a disaster is kind of... That's a very broad stroke that we're covering with that. Okay. I forgot the Weavers Guild was in the same area here. You're here too, Kyra. I must confess, I'm feeling rather nervous, so I appreciate your presence. Oh, you came to find me. My apologies for taking so long. So, Nagi, were you able to find the answer? Aye, to begin with, I want you to look at this. Explorer is assembling an escort for an expedition. Certainly sounds exciting. Wanting your approval, I was determined not to rely on others, but a part of me dearly wanted to be part of this expedition, to go where I dare not set foot alone, so I decided that I will answer the invitation. Then this means you've given up on trying to do everything alone? I wanted to prove to you that I'm capable, that I'm no longer a burden, and in my obsession I lost sight of why I became an adventurer in the first place. To see what lies beyond the horizon and lend a helping hand to those I meet, that's what drives me, and I was able to remember this thanks to Miss Momodi and Kyra. Whether or not you approve, I want to continue adventuring for my own reasons. Is that alright with you? Didn't you just say you didn't need my approval? But to be clear, I never actually intended to stop you. Do you remember what you once told me, Nagi, shortly before the calamity struck? No. From way back in 1.0, we're getting the old lore here. You interview adventures again today. What were they like? What kind of places have they been to? You never get sick of hearing about adventures, do you? No, never. When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer too. Well, that's as fine an aspiration as any, but do you know what kind of adventurer you wish to become? Hero like in the tales, perhaps? Oh no, sister, not a hero. Adventurers are free spirits, and I want to be the freest spirit of all. Oh yes, I'll travel the world and meet lots of people, and when I come home, you can interview me as much as you like. Aw, he just wanted to be interviewed by his sister. Boy, to spurn help for want of my approval, I couldn't bear to see it, and in order to bring you to your senses, I may have spoken a little sternly. As an adventurer, you'll experience no small amount of hardships, but you chose your path because you wanted to be free. So don't let yourself be shackled by expectation, be it your own or that of others, and instead take things as they come. So long as you are true to yourself and recognize your limits, you'll surely find one way forward. And remember, not even heroes can accomplish everything alone. Relying on others doesn't make you a lesser adventurer. If anything, the freer we are, the more we need to look out for one another. And that, I believe, is the essence and beauty of adventuring. Wouldn't you agree, Kyra? Understood. Kippa won't ever forget of this. Knowing you, I expect you're raring to answer the Explorer's petition in Limsa Lominsa. You'll be taking an airship, yes? In which case, I shall give these garments to you now. I had them made for you, thinking it was past time you had something better. Oh? Is he finally getting a job stone? Me, thank you so much, sister. And I must thank you too, Kyra. You're the kind of adventurer I admire, and I'll keep on working hard to be like you. Couldn't have asked for a better person to watch over my little brother. I appreciate everything you've done for him, and look forward to meeting you again, be it for a story or something else. With that, we take our leave of you. Till next time. I wonder if I go over to Limsa, if they'll be there. If there's like a post quest. That'd be kind of cool. I know there's another one that's not marked. That we'll do here in a little bit too. Like, it is marked, but I don't think people know about it. But it gives you a pretty cool reward. So I'll show you that here in a bit. I just heard about it in Discord, so we'll go do it. Ruby Road Exchange, Adventurers Guild, here we go. Alright. And while we are heading over in that direction, I'm going to stop by the old store. Because I'm guessing that's where I need to buy the new things, I would assume. Because there's a painting, there's 2 orchestrion rolls, and I think that's it. I think that's the new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. From the heavens. And of course, I think I'm stocked up pretty good on all of this. Let me take a look at my saddlebag. I think I've got plenty. of the firecrackers and everything. I tried to keep them as much as I can. Yeah, Magic Prism, Stardust, Meteor Survivor, Meteor Shower, Deceiver's Diamonds. Yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty set. I want more Stardust. Can I get Stardust here? Search for item. How many do I... It doesn't tell me how many I have. That's sad. Okay. That's okay. I am very excited to hear from Palm from the Heavens, though. And that will put in my apartment here in a little bit. My storage area. And of course we get our song. We get our song that hints at what's to come. I'm so excited. Sing to us, Yoshi. Welcome back, my friend. Judging by your expression, I take it all is well with Nagi and Kippe. See, I am pleased to hear that. When we first set out on our journeys, it is usually for the simplest of reasons. And as we make our way, these reasons may become lost in a haze of motives, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. In such a time, we can but remember what prompted us to take our first step. We will always find the strength to take the next. Nagi shall be fine, I am certain. My thanks for keeping an eye on him. Oh, song time? Song time? These events have inspired a new verse in me. A verse about the dreams of those who seek new worlds and the hopes of those who see them off. Aww. This is my favorite part. When he comes to say hello to us. Every year. And we're on the Dawn Trail ship. Okay. This is cool. This is cool. Off we go then to new lands. Greetings, Warrior of Light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. There we go. It's a pleasure to meet you again. I have in the past, I beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. 10 years have now passed since the world was reborn from the ashes. We have set forth upon this journey. Countless things have happened during that time, and I've had the pleasure of meeting many an adventurer along the way. Truth be told, it hasn't always been easy. There are moments when I wonder why I must struggle so. Days when I'm tempted to cast it all aside. Please get some sleep, Yoshi. Please. But in spite of this, I always manage to carry on, and it is thanks to my wonderful comrades, and to you, our esteemed adventurers. By now, I must have been regaled with tens of thousands of your tales. You usually share them with a smile, but even when it is with a frown, you tell me that you're still enjoying yourself. It's no exaggeration to say that I derive all of my driving force from you all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Oh, thank you, Yoshi P. And all of the devs. Ours is an unending journey, and nothing would make me happier than if we could keep walking it together. If you make your way, we promise that we will ever be at your side, matching you step for step. Now the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Much time has passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. Countless souls have made this place their home, and every single one has left an indelible mark upon us. Our new burb. Our new burb. Together we have built this world, and it is our sincerest hope that we shall continue to do so for many years to come. But please be safe. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Will do. And with the new buddy at our side. Time to go into the old Mount Roulette. He'll pop up occasionally. Along with Gabu and Behemoth. I don't know why Behemoth so many times, but he really likes me. Say Nagi is aboard the airship by now. I pray that he and Kippa will find happiness upon their respective paths. I hope you do so as well, my friend. If you would lend me an ear, I would dedicate these verses to your future. Yay! Song time. Journey starts, a thrill of hope within our hearts. From westerly wind to river song, and to the world where we belong. Yeah, that's definitely some Dawn Trail-ass lyrics. Oh, and its new outfit. Of fields of white azure sky, sunset storms, a crimson fire. Jewels a glitter and pitch black veil. A new day dawns, so goes the tale. By eternal wind we carry on, boldly towards a golden morn. With memories as guiding a star, shining our steps both near and far. Oh. Where will you go? Whom will you meet? What will you see? There's no telling what the future holds for anyone. Yeah, come what may, I bid you never forget this. The bonds you forge, the memories you make, and the footprints you leave behind, that shall one day spur you forward. So pray continue walking your own path. Wherever your journey leads, I shall be praying for your happiness. Yay! Thank you. Happy anniversary, everybody. Happy 10 years. Hard to believe how long it's been. Hard to believe how far I've come since 10 years ago. Letter Forest. Additionally, you've unlocked the Koubou Adventure minigame on the Steps of Nuld. Okay. Speak with Nonora to play. So along with other minigames may also be played by opening the Choi chest in any room. Yeah. Here we go. Well, I've got to play the Koubou minigame. So it's over here, right? I think it's over here. Yeah. Got the big ol' icon. Okay. What is Koubou Adventure? Glamour-generated game in which you control a Moogle armed with a magic rebounding ball and do battle with hordes of fiends. Okay. It's apparently developed by a fun-loving engineer. I don't know the individual personally, I'm afraid, but it is my pleasure to attend to those who wish to play. Have a spare moment, then give it a means of try. Okay. How's this gonna work? Okay. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Palm Fire, Palm Cure, Palm Ward. I can re-raise. Well, let's do a basic. Nice. Do one. Nice, nice. Oh, oh, buddy. Oh, all damage, 10 damage to all enemies in an area. Nice. I only got one there. Okay. Okay. See if I can bounce it. Yeah. I want to try bouncing as much as I can. See if I can get it to bounce around enough to not be an issue here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, this is kind of tough. This is kind of rough. Not gonna lie. Fearsome Fiend has appeared. Ah, here we go. Oh, I can move down. Oh. Oh, buddy. Okay. So now I can do this here. No, not quite yet. Get those out of the way first. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh, and Ultros. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're coming. All right, Ultros. Beat you several times before thanks to power of the Manderville men. Yeah, there we go. Hey, stage 1 cleared. Stage 2. Ooh. Ooh, this could be rough. Ooh, and there's an alligator. And a cactuar. Uh-oh. Oh. Needles. Alright, I gotta get those guys down as soon as I can. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, you can get some good combos when that bounces around like that. Fortunately, I'm not doing so hot on figuring out my my placement here. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna needle again. I gotta watch my mana and stuff too. All right. Hey, hey, there we go, there we go. Can I get those crystals? Calm Levitation. Grants invulnerability to floor effects. What are floor effects? Okay. So yeah, if I can get it, like, behind them a little bit, it does make it a little bit easier. Okay. Give this another shot. Yeah. There we go. Oh man, there's so many cactuars now. Let's try this, yeah. Go ahead and get them out of the way as much as I can. Okay, there we go, there we go. And the fire effects are really nice, but that's a lot of mana. Ooh, ooh. And I need to make sure and save some for cure, because I'm gonna need it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice. Poison. Alright. Alright, I've got a Suna here. And a heal. Okay, there we go, there we go. And he's got 30 HP. That's so much. That's so much. Here we go. All right, I need to move out of this poison here. Okay, there. Yeah, let's get it back behind him. See if I can get some combo stuff going on here. Yeah. Not a whole lot, but, you know, a little bit counts. Okay, there we go. Boss down. I can get the trap here pretty easy. All right. So does my health persist through the stages, I wonder? Okay. BP up. Nice. That's what the crystals do. So, like, I can definitely, like, use those. Okay, so it, like, expands the size of your little streak thingy. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm, like, trapped there. And let's see if I can, Oh, Doom. What is... By defeating the enemy that inflicted it. Okay. Ooh, can I defeat the enemy that inflicted it? We'll see. I don't know if I can. I got 5 turns to do it. All right, we gotta move down here. Yes. Okay, Doom dispelled. Perfect. There's so many enemies. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this stage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. There's just so much. Okay. Does 15 damage to all enemies. It's a huge cast. Wait, do I not have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. Like, that would do it. But I need my MP back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with, there we go. With my current MP. There we go. Nice. That did take care of my Doom, at least. This is so hard. All right, there we go. Let's get it back in there. Yeah. Yeah, that did some damage. That cleared him out a bit. All right, here we go again. If I can get through the Cactuars, like, they're what I'm worried about more than the Dooms, honestly. Okay. Okay. Yeah, one more turn, I can get it down. That's fine. Ooh, Odin. Oh god. Okay. Let's get through this Doom first. Got 2 turns to do it. Okay. All right, I've got enough. Oh wow. Okay. All right, there we go. Take care of everyone except for the big chonky guys. Man, I lucked out on that. Yeah, there we go. Stage 3 clear. Nice. New record. Hey. I like that art too. Like the hints at Dawn Trail in the background, the beach. Or is that Costa del Sol? I can't really tell. Might be Costa del Sol because it's got the rings. Nice. That's a cool minigame. That's impressive that they were able to add that in. All right, so let's go and check the old letterboxes. I want to see what all's been written. Purple Triad match is not allowed in current area. How dare they? Oh, it's up here. It's up here. Gotta go to the Gold Court. I remember right. We're gonna get like, are there a ton of letters now? Are there a ton of letters? Letter Force displayed here are messages of gratitude and encouragement from folk the realm over have anonymously written. We'll be pleased to guide you. Let's look at the... Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. Letter from an adventurer. There's so many letters this year. People got a lot to say. A faceless adventurer. One of those who've been in the business for a while without standing out. Recently, menacing towers appeared across the land, in the wake of which frightening phenomena broke out. Final days or some such. I don't know how you fared during that time, but if truth be told, it was a little overwhelming for me. Odds know I struggled to get by without apocalyptic threats to worry about. So many things don't go in the way I hope, and I often find myself frustrated and discouraged. Well, many times I've wanted to give up, to turn away from everything and everyone. Every time there's been something that has saved me. Be it an awe-inspiring view or a kindly stranger, something has given me the strength to take another step. To come what may, I intend to carry on as far as my path leads. I won't surrender, and I pray that neither will you. Aw. Armor clinking, the water running to leaves rustling. I have the pleasure of recreating for the stage the various sounds that can be heard out in the world. It is a challenge and a thrill to produce these sounds, and we draw inspiration from the knowledge that they are heard and appreciated by many. However, the sounds of a play isn't limited to that which we ourselves create. No, they encompass those made by the audience and the players. Collaboration between us, a joint performance, and it is my hope that we continue filling the world with sound together. Aww. We'll save our favorite composer for last. An advertising scribe. Many years have passed since we installed a message board on an unassuming street corner. To see it continue to be utilized by adventurers fills me and my fellow keepers with pride. The lodestone and the message board draws people together, and it is our hope that it keeps serving you well as a means to share information. For our humble part, we shall endeavor to maintain the board in good repair while bringing you news that may be of interest. Yeah, let's always thank our community managers, because they've always done such a good job. Doing their best. Thank you, Foxclon, for keeping it real with us and showing us the wide variety of super dry shirts that are available outside of the States. Right, and of course we've got our rigging team here, our cutscene developers. Choreographist, my job is to create movements to convey specific emotions, such as a dancer's performance or a mammoth's adorable gesture. Though I have the honor of contributing my expertise in etiquette manuals, movement cannot be tangibly preserved in the manner that artwork such as paintings can. From the mesmerizing flutter of fabric to the inviting springiness of ooze, it all passes by in an instant. In light of this, if but one of my steps or flourishes accompany a palace, occupy a place in your memory, then nothing would make me happier. No, of course it does. The RP world would not exist as it does on Final Fantasy XIV without the emote team doing such a fantastic job. Thank you very much for the ORA Play Dead for reasons we will not discuss here on stream. Thank you. Make it manual writer. TOS guys. Possibly legal team. Easy afternoon. As I stood by the Aetherite Plaza, I found myself absorbed by the sight of adventurers whiling away their time. Greeting friends who were passing by, practicing a newly learned dance, sitting on a bench and chatting. Opening umbrellas when it began to rain, tucking a loaf of bread when peckish. To the untrained eye, they were doing naught out of the ordinary. I, however, saw the fruits of my life's work, and it warmed my heart. Dreaming of a day when proper social etiquette is practiced by all, be it in ballroom or otherwise, I shall continue my quest to edify. Yes. And again, it's great job by the team for, you know, keeping it a welcoming place here. Alright, here we have more of our cutscene teams here. A fantastic world that they have built in. Adventurer. I'm a theater set designer, and one is said to have a penchant for designing unusual props for the stage. Ah, our relic team. Here we go. Some of my labors of love, it thrilled me to discover, have caught your eye to become little companions that follow you around, or even modes of transportation. Ah, they really do it all. Wonderful job. My creations for the stage to light you off, even the oddest ones delights me in turn, and further motivates me in my craft. In hopes that I can continue to delight you all, I will endeavor to create ever more interesting props. I mean, look at my glam. I mean, come on now. I haven't needed to change my glam in ages because it's just too good. It's too good. And that's all the prop team. All right, and our committee members here. Our board members, as it were. Festival committee member in charge of decorating the cities during celebrations. While decorations are an oft unremarked part of events, some of you have noticed the little touches we apply, such as stray bombs or romantic snowmen. It makes our efforts all the more worthwhile. Of course, I posted on Twitter last Christmas. After all of these years, I only just now discovered that there are snowmen in the bottom of the Coliseum looking at the bloodshed from their box seats. Like little things like that. They do such a wonderful job with making it all pretty. Look at all this. Look at all this. You continue your adventures. It is our hope that the festive ambience which we create throughout the year will provide you with the joy and respite both. Earthfully yours. Of course. We always look forward to our events here. I'm an architect. Our world designers, I would assume. Recently, my fellows and I have been taking ourselves across the realm, repairing buildings and roads as well as restoring natural landscapes. This we do as part of an initiative to improve quality of life for adventurers. And boy, are they putting in some work, but thank you in advance. The lighting changes look absolutely fantastic from the FanFest previews. I am excited for our world with RTX on. Ours is a long journey. What little we can do to ease your way, we'll gladly do. Instructively yours, a humble architect. I'm an artisan. You who are reading this letter, I bid you imagine the countless adventurers who call this world home. Dare say it isn't difficult to do so, for that is reality as it stands, yet we mustn't take it for granted, for what we have now is the culmination of a much hard work by many souls. Souls including your good self. Adventurers breathe life into this world, each one of you giving rise to a grand tale, and I hope you never forget this. Thank you for taking the time to cast your eyes upon these words. Wherever your adventures may lead, may you find happiness. I feel like that could be Yoshi. I feel like it could be. Of course, our translators. Set foot on this land 10 years ago. Since then, I have had the occasion to meet numerous fine adventurers like yourself. Many languages exist, and they sometimes act as a wall that divides us. This world, however, is a place where we might transcend the wall that came together for unity. Each and every day, you and yours find various ways to forge bonds. In so doing, you gain access to a new world as seen through different eyes, and that is what makes this life endlessly fascinating. As you carry on adventuring, I pray that you will be blessed with many such enriching encounters. Thank you, Koji. As always, we appreciate all of the work and puns that you put in. And you're the team that has slowly come to take your place as you moved on to other projects has done a fantastic job. And we look forward to seeing what everyone is able to come and do in the future. Yeah. From a citizen. In Calamity, and for a long times afterwards, there was nary a smile to be seen on faces. Now, however, I often see you and yours walking happily through the city, and it never fails to warm the heart. And mind, you are the symbols of the new era. No one can say what the future holds, but when I see your smiles, I am reassured that somehow all will be well. Alright. Of course, our advertising scribe. Okay. As an advertising scribe, I create notices for events and products that you see on posted to message boards. Such information isn't exactly essential for adventuring, but I consider it a job well done if people are aware of their options. Keep striving to deliver information that may be of interest to adventurers. You for your kindness and compassion. Yeah, our social media team. And of course, the guys that put together a giant fireworks in a rugby field for an hour. That's them too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my watch. From a guide. All things, it's been nice to be able to make changes to better suit your taste, but by the same token, the more choices one has, the more difficult it is to decide what to do. We began posting guides on the message board as a way to answer questions from adventurers. Before we knew it, we had surpassed 200 items. Couldn't have kept at it for so long without your invaluable feedback. Probably makes us truly happy when we hear that we could help you solve your problems, even in some small way. Encouraged by your praise and driven by your request, we'll keep working hard to serve you. Should you have any comments or suggestions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Yeah, I respect all the guide makers as someone who's done a few himself. It's not an easy job. It's a lot of research. It's a lot of trawling for screenshots and footage and making sure that all of the information is correct and helpful. Yeah, it is not an easy job to do. Who set forth must invariably pass through the entrance, and while most will not spare the place a second thought, we gatekeepers think of naught else, day in and day out. Ah, our server mods. Yeah, our RT center. Yeah. Solemn duty to ensure that all adventurers can enter unhindered, and thus entail keeping signs in good repair and pesky fiends at bay. We're especially attentive when we throw open all entrances at once following large-scale maintenance works. Inspired by the eager expressions as you set forth anew, we will continue performing your task to the best of your ability. Yeah, they've had a go of it this expansion. So good work to the IT team for doing the best that they could through just absolutely incredible circumstances with the launch of Endwalker. So yes, great job. All right, here we go. Writing team, Ishikawa and Co. Stirring story needs a formidable antagonist, one who stands in the protagonist's way and causes him sadness and suffering. When the heroes finally overcome that foe, they will know a joy that is as sweet as their struggles were bitter. Those who shared in that joy will go on to become friends true, their bond transcending age, station, and nations. In order to create such depressing lows and soaring highs, I will strive to conceive of more compelling antagonists. Okay. I think, I don't know, I think if there's anything to be said, it has been said when it comes to the FF14 story team. There's just, yeah, there's no better team in the industry, in my opinion. Just bar none. You never would have thought that an MMO would have been arguably the best Final Fantasy ever written, but here we are. So, yeah. Alright, let's go. Is this Yoshi? I would assume so. I used to be an adventurer, but in the course of my travels, I developed the urge to recreate for others the sense of marvel that I was experiencing. One thing to led to another, and I eventually became a theater director. My role is to produce spectacular theater, and nothing is more gratifying than to receive praise from the audience. For a long time to come, I hope to continue creating memorable adventures to share with everyone. Well, he has said it is his life's work. So, thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you for sharing your life with us. That's really, I mean, that's what it is, isn't it? All right. Here we go. The man. Someone who composes music for the stage. Nothing pleases me more than to hear you are moved by my work. I am also humbled to receive your words of appreciation for the concerts we hold and the orchestrion roles we release. You are my motivation, spurring me to continue composing music that brings the story to life, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Soken. I mean, it's not really a whole lot more that I can say, because it's, the work stands for itself, you know? It, yeah, it wouldn't be the game that it is if it wasn't for the soundtrack. All right. So I think we've, yeah, I think that's all of them, but, yeah, a lot of letters this year. Thank you, dev team. Thank you, fellow players and everyone involved for making this a wonderful 10 years. Now, there is something else to do. Let me see if I can find it. First things first, we're going to go to the Aetherite Plaza because I want to buy my 10-year anniversary frame. Right? Alright, because I think it's only 10 mock tomes, if I remember right. Pretty easy. Pretty cheap. Can't complain. Of course they would make it cheap. You don't want to miss out on the 10th anniversary frame. Right? Yeah. Cool. So I've got... Oh, I need both ways. Oh, that's a, braid and a side ponytail. Okay. I mean... I've got the petticoats. But I need congratulations. Oh, that's the high five. Okay. And pointed misgivings. That's the, guard emote. Okay, and then there's a lot of mounts. A lot of mounts. Yeah. Do I not have To the Edge yet? That's surprising. And the final day? Maybe that's because those were from the extremes. I didn't really do a whole lot of the extremes. I think I've got all the Kamuis, because I have all the doggos. Yeah. Need the hollowed Kamui, huh? Okay. Oh, that's Seryus, that's why, okay. I've got all of them except for that one. A couple more Dancing Mads. Yeah, I've just got so much I gotta get. So much I've gotta get. That's fine. We'll get it done. They're giving us more this time, so. Alright, what do the plates look like? I want to know. Base plate. Collected only. Wait. Here we go. Obtained. Okay, so that's the 10-year anniversary now. What about the portrait frame? Or the plate frame. Here we go, here we go. That's what I want. Yeah, triple triad. Oh, I have the Four Lords? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'll take it. Huh. I'm surprised it's not a lot bigger. Kind of. I thought it would have more to it. Huh. Okay. Accent selection. Where's the 10-year one? Is there a 10-year? Ah, here we go. Okay, but you can get the 10-year anniversary logo. Okay. There is no backing. Okay. Oh, huh. I'm seeing some stuff that I didn't even know that I had. Yes, there's no 10-year. Okay, yeah. These are the, just the backings. Okay. Okay, there we go. You get some nice stuff there. Alright. But we have it. I doubt it'll change it all that much. But, if I can find it here. Is it? Yeah, remembering the past. So, this is a side quest that no one's really talking about. But if you do this, it's kind of a nice, refresher on basically everything that has happened up to this point. And apparently it gives you a really nice plate frame after this one too. So, I want to say this is it. Let me go check the forums real quick. My Something Awful forums, because their thread's the one that mentioned it. Let's see. Remembering the past that starts in old. Okay, yeah, so it is this one. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, this one, like I said, it's not mentioned on the page for the Rising event, but apparently this is a really good one to kind of get you caught up on everything that happened basically from ARR to now, from what I understand, but you do get some pretty good rewards from it. So do not forget to do this at some point for the 10-year anniversary. I don't know if it's exclusive to the 10-year anniversary or if it's just something that was added and maybe people just never knew it. But yeah, remembering the past is the quest. So yeah, of course I know Louisoix. So I am. I'm friends with his children. Yeah. Grandchildren. Of course you are, of course you are. Give me my suddenness, I am Nananji Nanoji, budding writer, and I seek to pen a biography of the great man. In particular, I wish to cover the movements. Okay, well, I'm not going to read all of the quest text with my voice, because I need to get something to drink. But yeah, we'll read through it together. Tactician, you see. Someone here who had dealings with him. I didn't know he started in Old as a tactician. Don't have much experience conducting job interviews, huh? Doubtless be used to calling with people. We would like to ask you to accompany in the capacity of an assistant. It'd be tremendously reassuring to simply have you watching on. Well, of course you can interview me later. Of course. I'm in your debt. Camp Drybone, huh? Alright. Well, I'm going to take a break real quick. It'll be like 10 minutes or so. I'm going to get some coffee. Yeah, do all the usual stuff. Stand up, stretch. Yeah, I gotta get up and move around a little bit. Don't sit there in your chairs and your butts all day. But yeah, we'll be back here in a bit. I'm gonna get on the chocobo that's gonna head over there real quick, and yeah, we'll make our way over that direction. So, chocobo porter, hire chocobo quarter, and Camp Drybone. All right, so yeah, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Okay, okay. I've stretched. I am watered. Let's do this. I don't know how long this side quest is though. And it gives you some nice rewards, so I assume it's a little longer than a normal one. Especially if it's got to cover, like, everything we've done. But, yeah, I've heard it's really cool, so... Explain... I'm supposed to credit you if I don't even know that much. I'm just a wandering adventurer. Yes, that would be me. The champion of Eorzea. You might have heard of me at some point. Surely everything will go well. Rangewith is an officer of the Immortal Flames, huh? And there's still time, however. I thought we'd pay a visit to the nearby graveyard first so I can explain the motivation for the biography. Ah, okay. What is this motivation? What do you need to know? From a small village near the Cartano Flats. Ah, that explains a lot. Those who died here were laid to rest here, my parents among them. Hardly an uncommon tale, after the dread primal emerged from Dalamud. Yes, yes. We saw him in spectacular drone footage the other night. But as such, the calamity has scarred the realm. It's becoming another event in the history books. Yeah, there's a lot that's happened. I don't know how much the general public knows, but, you know, kind of a big war that happened. And Garlemald fell in the course of, like, 3 years. Occasionally giving thanks to the Archons, people spared little thought. You've lost so many loved ones, it's hard to feel that anything was saved. Know more about Louisoix. By learning about his past and Eorzea's salvation, I hope that it will attain closure. Not a bad idea. Motivation for the writing of the biography. Okay. Preparation for the interview. Let's review what is known about our subject. Set in motion. Many historians, however, point to the Empire's Meteor Project. That's... yeah. Yeah. I mean... you really want to get technical. It started a few millennia ago. Dudes called the Ancients existed. Oh, hello. Cover your eyes, children. 1562 of the 6th Asteroid Alliance, seeking to combat the Imperial threat. Louisoix founded the Circle of Noting. Yes. Air Reborn. The Immortal Flames. Archons of Charlayan, the Circle work to unite the nations of Eorzea in common cause. Yes, I know of the Archons. Intimately, depending on who you ask. It was a formation of grain companies in 3 city-states, yes. Of course, we know those guys. Go Maelstrom. Let's go. It would exist now were it not for their efforts. Okay. That Louisoix himself made the journey to Eorzea in secret and engaged with each of the nations. Yes. Ah, so we're trying to figure out what he said to our leaders. To our faction leaders. Contact for the Free Brigade. Okay. Over to High Bridge then. Yeah, so this is all new stuff to me. Like obviously you can do the Bahamut raid. And, you know, you know who Louisoix is and kind of the general history. But not a whole lot of, like, what went on during that time, during 1.0, I guess, unless you were actually there. I assume it's in Encyclopedia Eorzea. You know, I have the first two, but I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and read them yet. So, yeah, it could be that they're in there. This will be interesting for me, because I really, truly did not know a lot of this, so. Okay, well, this is upbeat music at least, so we're not in a wistful mood. I know that music. Seek an interview. I must say I wasn't expecting to see the champion of Eorzea. You enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to humor me. Need for thanks, like everyone. I held Louis Soir in the highest esteem. He seems a little young to have been someone that just like hung out with Louis Soir, huh? Holland Aubrey is always glad to oblige. Thank you, Holland. Hi. I keep it casual, you know. The champion of Eorzea is a woman of the people. I'm just one of the normies. Pay me no mind. Further ado, then let us begin. Please tell me the details. Train companies were formed thanks to the Circle of Knowing. I did not know that, but now I do. Began turning red the Louis Soir first appeared. So he didn't appear until things had already been set in motion, huh? Until they'd already pitched their plan to the Square Enix board. Interesting. Are they gonna go over the Great Koubou Wall? I want to know what the thoughts were in game of the Koubou Wall. And with a word that an elderly Ellison man come to Credania. Sent an adventurer of the Free Brigade to make contact with him. Later learned Fred the Maelstrom. So they had all sent an ambassador. Gotcha. Well, at first we didn't think much of Louis Soir, only that he was the leader of the scholars who studied peculiar prophecies. Yeah, that sounds like Charlene, all right. It's like the students of Baldesion. Ifrit. The old familiar face. Wait, Ifrit's domain. And by the haunt of dauntless adventures, the Lord's Inferno was brought low. Okay, so yeah, this is all 1.0 stuff that they're going over. Because Ifrit was like one of the only trials that was really available in 1.0, wasn't it? You had that, and you had the final boss. You had Nail Van Darnus, but like they really didn't have a whole lot. Like they wanted to put in Leviathan, and obviously they stopped that because of the tsunami. And then did they put in Titan? I don't know if they did, if they had a chance to or not. Was charred corpses laid strewn in the bowl of embers. Yes. Now the mission also yielded a shocking revelation, okay? We know Nail. Appeared and told the adventurer that the hour of reckoning was at hand. The Dalamud would soon fall and cleanse the land. Yes. Okay, so this is the backstory for... Yeah, so if you wonder what the deal is with Nail Van Darnus, now you know. Like why she keeps popping up so many times. Okay. So Louis Soir became aware of the Meteor Project. Still doesn't seem like he had much to act upon. I mean, it's a moon, for one thing. What are you gonna do? Like, shoot some rifles up at it? And that might work here in the Midwest. I don't know how that works in Eorzea. Day afterwards, we scrambled to learn all we could about the project. Blessing we had the cooperation of Garley and Defector. Hey, Sid! The first instance of Sid. I think he had the smooth face back then. The weird Sid. The forbidden Sid, as it were. The details of the project, that he utilized a transmission tower. Ah, okay. But surprise, surprise, it wasn't a moon at all. You telling what I know, but from this point on, there is someone better suited than I am. I mean, I'm not going to say no to meeting more people. This isn't real life. I don't have to shut myself in. Yeah. And we're to the Adder's Nest. Apkalu Falls. Okay. Hmm. Hold on. Old Louis Swa in the highest esteem. He was the one who brought our three nations together. Excellent. Well, we will remember him every time we react to someone reacting to answers for the first time, as is YouTube tradition. Return to Olda. Alright, so we got to go to Apkalu Falls. Got it. Just going throughout the three nations, I guess. You just gonna hoof it? I mean, you can take a chocobo. That's fine. I kind of figured the lieutenant would at least have a chocobo, right? Hmm. Thanks, Sim. We have another promising interview. All right, to Gridania. I'm very excited to see what Gridania is gonna look like with the graphical update. I bet it's gonna be so pretty. Be so pretty. All right. Map. Black Shroud. Okay. Oh boy, a nightclub's open. Whoever would have guessed I would have seen a message like that in Gridania. It's been a while since I've been clubbing. I don't know, I'm just not the big clubbing guy. I prefer the old salty taverns. You know, smaller crowds, more chatter. Really get to know the people there. Well, speaking of, didn't they add some new stuff to the achievement vendor here? It's been a while since I've checked. I thought that I checked whenever they made that announcement, but I don't recall seeing anything like super new that I could get. We'll take another look. I've got more achievements now, so why not? Hello, Master of the Rolls. Yay. Accessories, weapons, others. Okay, so I can buy a new bikini. That's really about it. I don't really see anything that I don't have already. I pretty much bought out the shop. And get more Hildy portraits, I guess. Okay. Conspicuous lasts of creatures aside, it's quite a beautiful place. Alright, who are we meeting here? One of the saunas, perhaps? Ah. Member of the Adders, okay. Oh, that's fine. I suppose, you know... I mean, if this guy really wants to interview people, I could just be like, hey... can you let me go talk to Kane-sana just real quick? Just a few short questions. I'm sure she'd be fine with it. Well, there were those who would wish to learn about Louis Swam. Zero Folk. Okay. So, you know, I missed out on 1.0, so I kind of wonder, like, were these officers, were they NPCs in 1.0? Like, were they actually, like, characters you met? Nothing of it. Lieutenant Aubrey chose the perfect spot for the subject matter. Oh? Why is that? Tell us, my friend. Weave us your tale. Spent much time in rumination here in the days before the calamity. Honey is being somewhat reserved by nature. At first the citizens kept their distance. Time people warmed to him. He patiently lent an ear to their troubles, healing hurts and offering counsel, and gradually earned their trust. I like the Yashtola's sister just kind of hanging out there with my book friend. I really need to finish leveling up my my summoner so I can finish that quest line. There you go. Nor the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Ah, we've heard that several times over the course of the game. It's a good quote. The epitome of a Charlayan sage, and I recall myself being moved. Hmm. Shortly after, we'd become aware of the meteor project. Hamlet of Quarry Mill was attacked by the primal Garuda. Oh, that's right. They put in Garuda instead of Leviathan. Yeah, that's right. And then after that was basically the server shutting down, if I remember right. From, like, all this info that I have is basically just from the No Clip documentary, so I think that's what I remember watching. I've seen it enough times. I should have it memorized by heart by now. Both soldiers and civilians were among the casualties, okay. But I didn't know Quarry Mill was attacked. It's kind of cool to learn about the individual quest lines that happened during that time. Primal, but we were not alone. Uswa's meditation, we had the support of not only our sister grain companies, but capable adventurers that roamed besides. Okay. They felled the fearsome being over and over and over again. Such is life as the warrior of light. Our defeat, however, the primal dispersed. Ether did not return to the land. Ah, okay, so this is actually how Dalamud worked. Got it. Our constructed a new base in Mordona. Okay. Decisive action. Gotcha. I see. Lukewarm at best. Party was excessive, and they were loath to do aught that would place them at a disadvantage against their rivals. Boy, yeah, how that has changed over the years, huh? The lunar transmitter had been erected in the Imperial base, prompted a change of heart. Power controlled Dalamud's descent. If it could be destroyed, then the meteor project would be forestalled. So I assume the tower is where the famous boss fight against Nail Van Darnus happened, isn't it? I mean, it looked like a tower in all of the, like, really, really old clips that I've seen. Constantly been on the back foot, our nations were motivated to join hands. Excellent. And the alliance has been forged. Gotcha. So I'm guessing we're going to head to Lenosha next. Uswa was asked to join the alliance as a tactician. Him and Tup Samadhi. Just, just counseling as they do. It's first treated with wariness. Gave the way to enduring cooperation between our nations. Gotcha. If it were not for him, we would have perished divided. We owe Louis Swa a great debt. Expect you might be interested in hearing about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter. Yes. Tell me. Decorated soldier who actually took part in the operation. Though a hardened warrior, she is quite friendly and would be glad to regale you with her experiences. Ah, Maelstrom Command. There we go. Yep. So that's what it, yeah, I saw a bunch of people huddled around with cutscene markers earlier just outside the aft castle, so yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. You can always tell when something's going on. You don't know what exactly is going on. You just know you're missing something. You gotta find out what. Just look for the crowd. You gave us some valuable insights. Just head to Limsa. Yes, let's. And it's kind of cool to learn about all this stuff. Like, there's so many documentaries about, like, 1.0 and what went wrong and how it was rebuilt and all of that. But there's not really a whole lot that actually shows you, like, what the actual quest lines were. Right? Like, Koji in the No Clip documentary says that, like, that was probably some of the most fun times that they've had because they could pretty much do whatever they wanted, right? But there's not really a whole lot of details in terms of what actually was. Like, I guess you could read some of the wikis and stuff if that's your thing. But it's kind of cool to put it in context of, like, actually having it explained in-game in terms of, like, what actual quest lines were there. Like, what actually happened here. Maelstrom Command. I mean, obviously we're never going to get, like, a 1.0, classic servers or anything like that. So, you know, this is a good way to kind of bring people up to speed. Haven't heard this music in a while. Hey, I beat you in Triple Triad. It took me like 50 tries to get your cards. For a sight for sore eyes? Must be a Nanaji. Indeed. Pinning the biography of Archon Louisoix. Truly appreciate your time. Trust me, I got 3 days off. I got all the time in the world. Speaking of, if you would like to see more content, like and subscribe here and on Twitch and on Twitter /X/ whatever. It's all Westsour. You guys know the deal. I might stream again like late tonight, some more Armored Core. I haven't decided yet. I might do that over on Twitch because like I really want to keep playing it, but like trying to fit it into a streaming schedule is kind of rough. So I just might play it over on Twitch and port over the VODs over here for people that want to see the Armored Core content. Because I'm like, I don't want to have to sit there like schedule the stream and then all of that. I just want to jump in and play with my robots. So yeah, look forward to that at some point. I don't know when. I'll post an announcement on Twitter once I've like had dinner and all of that, and get ready to do it. But anyways, back to here. Let's see about this tower mission, shall we? Of course, I gotta salute my officer. Please tell me what's going on with those last couple of ranks that are data mined but still locked for some reason. Inquiring minds want to know. After the Eorzean Alliance was formed. I like that they do that whenever you meet whichever officer is part of your grand company, right? That's pretty cool. I mean, technically they should be saluting me. I've only saved the world God knows how many times at this point, but you know, you gotta put on the role, I guess. Play the part. Return word that the 7th Legion had activated the lunar transmitter in Mordana. Okay. There's Castrum Century. The fortress was originally called Castrum Novum. Okay. 14th restored and renamed it. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say that was the final battle that... you can still go online, and I think there's still a couple of videos here on YouTube of the original Nail Van Darnus fight, and it looked pretty wild, especially considering how janky the actual combat system still was back then. Determined to succeed. The Louisoix proposed was elegant in its simplicity, while our main force drew the Garleans' attention with an all-out siege. Diversion. Got it. There we go, there we go. Trusted adventurers with ridding us of the primals, now we entrusted him with the very fate of Eorzea. Still remember the operation as if it were yesterday. But more forcefully still. So I guess these are the 1.0 adventurers. For those of you with the tattoo. This is you. Supposedly. These are your stand-ins. Sure the adventurers had a chance to strike at the transmitter. That still makes my heart sore to recall that moment of triumph. We learned that by standing together, the people of Eorzea could oppose even the might of the Empire. It's no exaggeration to say that the victory paved the way for Eorzea's future. Without it, there would not have been an Operation Archon. As it wasn't all glad tidings, for though we had destroyed the transmitter, Nail Van Darnus appeared and claimed that he no longer needed the device to bring down Dalamud. Yeah, because obviously Bahamut cracked, so that still happened. Nail Van Darnus lived, the threat of destruction remained, and so branding him as an enemy to all life in Eorzea, the nations of the Alliance undertook a desperate manhunt. At length they located him in Korthus, and sent the greatest warriors to hunt him down. Warrior of Light. And though no records remain of the fierce encounter, one thing is certain. Nail Van Darnus was brought low, but not in time. The Baelsar's wall all over again. This did not end with the White Raven, for Louisoix and his disciples determined the Dalamud would continue to fall. Secure the Cartano Flats, where the Red Moon was expected to crash. Task for the entirety of the 7th Legion had amassed at Cartano, and thus we get the 1.0 cutscene. Yeah. We get answers. Battle of Cartano was joined, and I dare say you know how that tale continues. Elder Primal Bahamut emerged from Dalamud and proceeded to unleash his fury upon the realm. And though all bore witness as Louisoix initiated the ritual, none remember what came to pass afterwards. Either what happened to Bahamut or why the realm was reborn. And in memories of the calamity, but people remember events prior to that moment, yes? During the battle. Someone who may have spoken with him. Well, you've got the leaders. Good distance away on the front lines. My apologies. I mean, if this guy really wants some interview, I mean, we could just go talk to the twins. You'd think they would pop up at some point during all this. Forward to reading the biography when it's finished. Me too. Remember, Encyclopedia Eorzea Chapter 3 will be on sale in December, I think? I gotta put my pre-order in. But yeah, it is upon us. Grasp of events leading up to Calamity, and yet... forgive me, I was deep in thought. It is no small part due to your help. Company a little longer, if you're willing. Please let me know. Yes. Yeah, see, you get the End of an Era Framers Kit once you do all of this quest line. Kind of cool. Continue accompanying me, then. Wonderful. Come, let's head to the Drowning Winch. Alright. Drowning Winch is usually chill, and I wanted to stop by over there anyways. Because I wanted to see if our buddies were here. Which proceeds apace so far. We've even learned things not found in literature. Tell me, based on what we've heard from our interviews, what is your opinion of Louisoix? He had a difficult task. It is true. Us to problems. Of the interviewees ordered Louisoix for bringing their nations together in cooperation. Nothing short of necessary. Devising a plan and facilitating its execution. Life and limb on the front lines for a land not his own. Be there for the ritual. Perhaps he felt a sense of duty. End up sacrificing yourself. Indeed, what did compel him to go to Cartano? Feel the need to know these things. We'll make it a reporter out of you yet. Louisoix had people near him at the time. Perhaps he shared words with them in the final moments. Oh. Thanks, Batteron, just in time. So happens to know a bloke who served among Louisoix's guard at Cartano. Whoa! Really, you know someone who was with him? Aye. As far as I'm aware, he wasn't keeping the fact a secret. Just for good measure, though. Why do you want to speak with him? Explain, explain, explain. Yeah, at least it doesn't fade to black this time. In that case, I reckon the bloke would be willing to cooperate. Orn. Lieutenant Maelstrom, okay. Maelstrom, officer turned adventurer. We'd be most keen to speak with him. Where might he be found? Ah, Moribee dry docks. Alright. Well, maybe I can hop over to my island along the way. It's been a while. My mammoths are probably wondering what happened. Wondering when they're gonna get paid, probably. Okay, there we go. Oh, so they aren't hanging out here. Oh, that would have been kind of cool to see him hanging out after doing the Rising quest. That's fine. He's got adventures to go do. So he's hanging out outside, but I doubt it. So yeah, no follow-up quest to the Rising, but that would have been nice. But that's okay. We got to go to the Morby dry dock. So let's make our way over there, shall we? We'll just port this time. I'm not going to deal with the chocobo. All right, but I hope everyone's had fun with the anniversary. I hope you're having fun grinding those tomes. Oh yeah, I never did do the leaves. I've got so many places that I still haven't done the leave quests for. That's fine. Yeah, I thought it was one of the better Rising years. Lot of notes to go through. Very good quest, good rewards. Yeah, I can't complain. Look, ask what he looks like. His name would suggest he's a Midlander, but let's split up for the task and meet again here. I prefer to, I haven't taken a look at it yet. So let's bring our buddy out, shall we? Token of gratitude for the Warrior of Light. Majestic familiar assumes the likeness of the Phoenix, the immortal bird of legend. On death, the creature is said to rise again from its own ashes, on account of which revered as a symbol of rebirth. Very cool, very good. Hey, what's up, reader? Oh man, that's big, very big. Definitely easier to look at than the Phoenixes we're used to. This is it's not as orange. Thank God. All right, where's he hanging out? Okay, yeah, it's definitely much larger than I thought. But I am curious, like, where am I? Where? Normally I ride the mountain, but I'm not in its claws. I'm not on its back. I'm just, it's too big. What's this do? Oh, there's the Phoenix we know. There's the orange burst that we're used to. Very cool though, very cool. Definitely one of the better event mounts I think they've ever done. Love it. I love it. All right, give me just a second here. Yeah, it is kind of bright. I mean, some of that is on me because I do have reshade on right now. So, I always like it a little bit brighter, a little bit more contrast. So I do try to adjust it a little bit. I don't know, I can't, it's the photographer brain in me that needs to adjust my my settings there. So yeah, it's definitely brighter than it would be if you're just using default. But I think it looks pretty good. Ah, another one. Oren, as it happens, I spoke to him just earlier. Said that he wanted to buy flowers, so I directed him to a vendor. Not sure where he is now, though. Yeah, my reshade settings are definitely a little bit too much in some areas. Like going into the burn, the dungeon, the burn, it's pretty painful. I need to figure out a way to adjust it. I don't want to turn it off completely. We'll see. I'm hoping the 7.0 updates are enough that maybe I don't need it as much. But I like it for my screenshots, so yeah. Don't know anyone by that name, I'm afraid. Did walk by an unfamiliar fellow just now, though, over by the mark of the spinner. He had a flower in his hand, so he caught my eye. Ah, okay. I kind of want to try using it on Armored Core and see if I can get some cool settings with that. Because the cool thing is, like, you can use it for almost any game. It's just a shader injector. You just put the DLL in whatever setting you want, in whatever game you want, and yeah, and then go to town. Feel like it might be a bit too much for Armored Core, though. That game's already pretty bright to begin with. But I've only just started helping out here. I'm still learning our customers' names. Bought an Nemea lily. Ah, surely that's the man of the hour. Go. Time to rejoin Anani. The only thing I don't like about Morbi is it's just got so many walls. Like, you gotta run around everything. Alright, there we go. Able to learn anything. And he could be Orn bought a Nemea lily, then went off to the mark of the spinner. Ooh. Interesting. We were just there not long ago. After we murdered the spinner and she turned into a little pet that followed us around. As one does. There we go. Actually, yeah, Nemea, yeah. Yeah, Nemea. There we go. Waiting a lot longer than normal. Hey, this bar's taking its time. Hey, here we go. Where could he be? We need to know what happened on that ridge in Cartano. Oh? At least this one looks a little bit more the part. Looks like he's got the armor for it. Lieutenant Orn. Been a lieutenant for years, but that's me. What can I do for you? Oh? Awfully suspicious. Really, it's just a sudden, but... Okay, explaining. Oh, now we get the faded black. This one's a long explanation. He seems kind of grumpy for someone that was... supposed to be more than welcome to talk about Louisoix, right? Louisoix's biography, and want to hear my account of someone who is near on hand at Cartano. Why does he keep looking at me like that? Hey, appreciate it. You know, we keep it chill here. I try not to get super loud or anything like that unless I'm doing one of my guitar streams, but yeah, we're generally pretty chill. It must be a reason that you're here too. Warrior of Light who led us to victory at Operation Archon. Oh? Oh? So he recognizes me as the Warrior of Light. Interesting. Yeah, if you don't know what's going on, you're probably completely lost. Like, this is all... I mean, the game is pretty massive to begin with, but basically they're talking about all of the quest lines in the first part of the game before they revamped it all for Final Fantasy XIV's relaunch. So yeah, we're just kind of doing this and getting some good rewards. So I will never say no to free things. Oh, as you know, the battle was fought over the land where Dalamud was expected to fall. But neither side was able to gain the upper hand. Yeah? When Imperials... the Magitech armor. Got it. Charged with protecting Louisoix like me could only watch the carnage from afar. And though our forces managed to hold out thanks to the adventurer contingent, we sustained grievous casualties, okay? And shedding frags... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see that in the cutscene too, and in the fireworks show from a couple days ago. Which again, if you haven't watched the fireworks show for the 10th anniversary, it's really cool. It's really cool. But yeah, they open up with the fall of Dalamud and the meteors coming down, crashing all around. Except they're drones instead of a CGI cutscene. And of course, Bahamut. Bahamut took wing and spewed fire over the land. Men and Magitech armor alike were set ablaze and sent flying like so many insects. I realized that I stopped breathing when a commanding voice broke my trance. Fly, fly and save yourselves. Fly, you fools. Like my fellow guards, I wanted to remain. Couldn't charge into battle beside my comrades. At the very least, I could do my duty here and protect Louisoix to the last. Yeah, I've got a couple VODs up. It's more like 80s thrash. They're kind of loud. I'm not that good. I'm, you know, a very mid-rhythm player, but yeah, just a chance to practice and try and hang out on stream and learn together. Upon seeing us standing there, not making a move, Louisoix smiled and spoke thus. Give your lives to protect something, then protect my hopes. Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope. Bright and brilliant, so live, I bid you, and be among those who bear the light for others to follow. Ah. To awaken us with a greater purpose, and there was hope in my living. Survive, and so, together with my fellows, I began making my retreat. And an explosion. And then the ritual begins. Menacing silhouette of Bahamut looming over Louis-Soi. In the next instant, he was enveloped in light. That was the last time I remember of him. Yeah. And of course, you get the cutscene. Louis-Soi's final moment. It's that light. He looked to be smiling. What he was thinking in that moment, I couldn't say, but one thing is certain. We are all of us alive thanks to him. Following the calamity, it was reported that Louis-Soi had defeated Bahamut and said about the land's miraculous regeneration. Do you believe that is the truth? I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm good, but I'm passionate, I guess you could say. And every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope. For all the good that it does me. We've learned has reaffirmed my belief, Kyra. The belief that Louis-Soi was not an all-powerful savior one reads about in tales, but merely an extraordinary man. Ordinary man, there you go, yeah. Man never forsook Eorzea. No, he stood in this realm to the last. Other brave souls and saved it from becoming a scorched waste, except for the Cartano Flats, which is currently a giant pit in the ground. Sometimes we do PvP there. Against unimaginable adversity he fought, and at the cost of his life paved the way to a brighter future for us all. Indeed. The least I can do is return to tell his story. Indeed. Write your book, young man. Not easy. I've written 2. It's a lot of work. Yeah, about that third one that I've been talking about for 2 years now. I found an angle for the biography. I'm truly grateful. Oh? Paying his respects. How's your adventure in life going there, buddy? Seems to be going alright. You got some shiny armor there. Not as nice as my armor. But, you know, it's alright for a paladin. But I guess he's a warrior. He's got the big old two-handed axe. Care to offer prayer as well? Prayer that the light of hope which Louis-Soi preserved shall ever burn bright. And yeah, I guess I can pray. I mean, I know Nemea personally. Assuming she is the real one, but you know, we can go through the motions. Whoa, advanced camera work. Pushing MMOs to the limit. It's a sweet quest line though. I do like it. It's nice to see all this stuff. Maybe. Okay. Where? Just click. There we go. And thank you again for recounting your experiences. Hey, 'tis I who owes you thanks. Boyd is speaking of the moment of his passing out of respect. Biography, it is my hope that his spirit will live on in all of us. If you'll excuse me, I shall resume my pilgrimage to the marks. If he's visiting all the marks, it'd be kind of cool if he shows up again as like another side character. It isn't Ornn. No, he isn't the one that's following us around in the Alliance raids. I don't think he is. Maybe. It's been a long time since I've done the quests, and there's so many characters I forget their names. Likewise, pray to someone's safety. At any rate, these interviews have yielded everything I had hoped for and more. Yeah, no, I completely understand. You know, I don't know how it works in other parts of the world, but, you know, it does have the free trial. It'll lock you out of doing stuff like using the market board to buy and sell items to other players, but, you know, you can at least get started in on it. It is free up to, I guess it'll be level 70 once the new expansion comes out. And there's no limit on the playtime. So I know people that literally max out every job, every crafter, and have spent dozens upon dozens of hours without paying anything thanks to the free trial. So, you know, if you are interested in it, I would definitely say give it a shot. But I will say that, you know, a lot of the really cool stuff of the story, a lot of that, some of the later expansions, you might not be able to play without the sub. So, you know, just kind of be aware. But if you like MMOs, if you like Final Fantasy games just in general, it's definitely one of the best ones out there. But it does take a little bit of time to get going. And, you know, just kind of bear that in mind. But yeah, the free trial is definitely one of the best free trials out there. Like, it just gives you so much content that you can enjoy. And you can do most of it solo. Like, you really don't have to use the market board or anything. You might not make as much gold as some of the other players, but you'll be fine. Yeah. The amount of quests and all this stuff paralyzed me. Yeah. You know, I have a couple of guides on the channel called Welcome Sprout. And I think I talk about the quests in one of them. There's a lot, right? Like you get into a town like this, you see all these markers and everything. If you watch my guide, I kind of go over the differences of them. You really only have to do the main story quest. The main story quest has a big meteor symbol around it. So it doesn't look like this one. It's got kind of spiky stuff around it. Looks like a meteor. Those are really the only quests you have to follow. So if you have just like choice paralysis, you can save all of those little side quests for, you know, once you're max level for the trial or whatever. You don't have to do most of them to start out. But yeah, I do have a Welcome Sprout guide for that on the channel that kind of goes over the differences to kind of help people, you know, people who are new to the game, just kind of make sense of it all and hopefully make it a little bit easier for you to kind of decide what you want to do, you know. Here we go. Like it's very much made for very, very new players. Like, I make those guides specifically for people that are jumping into the game for probably the first time. So, you know, maybe it'll help. If not, that's fine. There's plenty of other games out there. God knows I do a bunch of different games. I'm a variety streamer. So, you know, this is always my home. FF14 is always kind of my go-to. But if you're interested in other games, like, I play all sorts of stuff. So, you know, it's a good time for gaming. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And I think the developers here, Yoshi, I think would be the first one to tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised if Yoshi P is playing Baldur's Gate 3 along with everyone else on the planet right now. So, you know, there's no worries if you can't play it. If you can't make it in or don't have the time, that's fine too. As long as you got something that you enjoy, you know, that's all that matters. Been troubling you longer than I intended, but it was truly a fruitful series of interviews. Feel as though I've attained a measure of closure. Louisoix fought simply as one of us, and he made the ultimate sacrifice that hope might endure. This I've come to realize and appreciate thanks to everyone's heartfelt testimonies. I'd like to ask you your thoughts on something. Louisoix smiled in his final moment. He was enveloped in light. What do you imagine he held in his mind? Image of mankind thriving in the future. Could have just been I could have been a jerk and said it was pointless, but I'm sure they would have spun that in a way. It's like, it's true, what happened is in the past, all we can do is forge ahead, right? It's usually how these quests go. Yeah, I appreciate your thoughts. As I pin the biography, I'll be certain to remember your words. Well, sad though it is, it's time for us to part ways. Set to work on a draft. Excellent. Yeah, I've got a couple streams up of one of my characters. I might stream it a little bit more in the future, but it's such a big game, I think I'm just going to put aside the idea of trying to do a complete playthrough on one character in the stream and instead just kind of hop in and play wherever I'm at in the story. It's just too big. It would take me 500 hours of streaming to finish that game. If I was just completely doing it only on stream. It's just too much. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I need to get back to it. I'm in Act 3 right now, and I really need to finish the game. But then Armored Core 6 came out, and that's my current, yeah. I really like Armored Core. Alright, so what did we get here? So we got the Dream Spinners. Where? End of an era. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's very cool. What's my plate frame look like? The end of an era here. Nice, nice. I like the plate backings, probably more than the others. Like, I like the design in the background. I like my forced, but I kind of want to change it up. Make something a little bit more like Relic Huntery, I guess. Be 60 hours of finish. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. It took me about that. Once I actually stuck with a character, like that's not including all of the times I've made alts, just because I was like, I want to try this character instead. The altitis was real, but yeah, it's definitely fantastic. Ooh, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. It's weird that this is part of the end of an era quest line instead of the 10-year anniversary. Wow, that's a cool plate frame. What do I have right now? I just have like some weird stuff. Yeah. Yeah. We're changing that. We're changing that. That looks fantastic. What else do I have? I don't think I have anything else. I don't think the 10-year anniversary gave me one. Yeah, that is sick. That is beautiful. There you go. So if you really want a cool plate frame for your adventure plate, do that quest line that we just did. Yeah, remembering the past, just across the alley from the itinerant Moogle. All right. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really cool. Nice, nice. What about our portrait here? Let's take a look at our portrait, see what we've got for the new frames for these. I didn't really touch the portrait a whole lot. What do we got for our frames here? Tained. We got the Crystal and Conflict. 10-year anniversary. That looks pretty nice. I don't think end of an era. Oh, did end of an era? Oh. Oh, that's a nice gradient. That's a nice gradient. But man, do I want to give up my season 1 crystal ranking plate frame? I don't know. I don't know. That looks really cool though. Really cool. I can change it back if I need to. Let's see what this looks like on my actual adventure plate. Here we go. Oh. Oh, that's right. It's separate. Yeah, here we go. See, this is what they don't tell you when you get into Final Fantasy XIV. This is what the game is all about. This is the true end game is fashion. You know, it's the only way to go. It's the only way to go. Man. I just don't know. See, it doesn't look as good there. It doesn't look as good there because it's not a smooth gradient into the end. Right? If it was a smooth gradient all the way across, yeah, it'd be different. But here, not as much. So I'm going to stick with the crystal. Yeah, I'm trying to play through of every character from one webtoon. Yeah. If you're doing webtoon fandoms, that's another well. That's another deep, deep well you can get into. Ah, okay, okay. Do I want to stick with Dream Spinners? Do I want Crystal and Conflict? Ooh, I like the 10-year anniversary one. Just the classic meteor symbol. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. We got Four Lords, End of an Era, Dream Spinners, do Red Mage Ornate. I think I might just stick with the meteor symbol. Just keep it classic. D2 player, yeah, fashion. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's the accent look like? Pixie rainbows? I like that. Kind of annoying, but I would never use it. But I'm glad it's an option. I'm sure someone out there likes it. Do the 10th anniversary. Do we not get an end of an era here? I guess not. Do adventure, you can get the sprout. Okay. I guess the end of an era does not have. That's gaudy. I love it. Yeah, I guess the end of an era does not have a portrait emblem, so just kind of be aware of that when you start going through and choosing. That's fine. On my season 1 crystal conflict, so we'll keep that up. Nice. Cool. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. Nice. And that'll be what actually shows up during the, you know, whenever we want to hop into a dungeon or something. Nice. So I want to change the background. Now that we've got this up. Yeah, see, that's too bright. That's too bright. Yeah, we'll just stick with the crystal conflict. Yeah. We'll keep it as is. I don't mind that. I like it. You raise for 2 reasons. Yeah, special weapons. The raid 2 armor for fashion. Absolutely. Yeah, one of my coworkers really loves D2. I think my brother plays it every now and then. He hasn't played it in a while, so I haven't talked to him about it lately. But I know he really liked it too. I feel like I would enjoy it. I've just got so many other games I gotta play. I'm so far behind. But yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's stream. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to play Armored Core 6 tonight. If I do, give me like an hour or so, but more than likely that'll be over on Twitch. It's the same username, just at Wesor. Yeah, I feel like I'm holding myself back too much by trying to schedule the streams for Armored Core when I really just want to be able to hop in and play it. And that's kind of what my Twitch channel is for games that I like are not a big event. Just like, hey, I want to hop in and do these missions. So yeah, give me a follow over there. And like I said, I'll let people know on Twitter whenever I'm about ready to go live. But we might do that like tonight. It'll be probably a late stream, like overnight. If you're like in Europe or something, it'll be like midday for you. But if you're here in the States, it'll be like 2 or 3 a.m. probably. But I do want to play more Armored Core 6. And yeah, and get some more of that done. Because I really like Armored Core. I really like Armored Core. But, you know, I couldn't not stream Final Fantasy XIV for the 10th anniversary. Because if you did not know, today is officially the 10th anniversary. Not just the event, but it's the actual 10th anniversary date. August 27th. 2013, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah, we needed to hop in and celebrate what has probably been one of the most influential games in my life. And to our channel. You know, I said earlier, you go back and watch the VOD, hello all newcomers, but, you know, I kind of talked about what this game has meant to me over the years. What it's meant to the channel, in the community that it's built, and sure enough, I just, yeah. I've said what I can say about it, but it holds a very special place in my heart, so, you know, we needed to hop in and stream for year 10. But, you know, we've got another 10 years to go. It's going to be a long journey, friends, but I'm excited to see where it's going to take us in the future. And hopefully we'll have a lot more friends that we can make along the way. But thanks a ton for coming along with me along the ride. I hope everyone else has as much fun with the Rising as I did. I will see you in the roulettes many times over the next month as we try and get those Moggle tomes. Good lord, that's a lot of tomes, and I'm going to need to get everything off that list. But I'm excited to do it, and excited to have more reason to hop back in here and play during what is normally a content lull. But here we are. So with that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed your weekend. I hope the start to your week is a good one. Take care, everybody, and have a good night. Bye-bye.